Channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. All right, so this message is probably for more than just a Pisces, but you know, I do Pisces. Anyway, what spirit are y'all in right now? What mode are y'all in? How many of y'all woke up with cleaning on the mind? Getting things in order? Let me know. Let me know. As y'all coming in, let me know. How many of y'all woke up with, you know, cleaning and clearing? Because that's what it's giving. Cleaning. Like, out of my whole entire kitchen, my stove is on steam clean right now. But mind you, the energy is what the energy is. It's what the universe is putting out right now. So it's letting me know that the universe at this point in time is cleaning. Honestly, let me tell y'all something. I didn't even really want to come give it this message, and really honestly did not give a fuck. Warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction, right? And you've been warned. So, or we've been warned, or I've been warned, or, you know, either way. So the point of it is cleaning and clearing. Mind y'all, I still got on shorts, like literally tank top shorts. This is how much I was minding my own business. In the middle of, hey, beautiful. Look at you. Okay, so the video that popped up right now for me is multiple streams of income. I told y'all when the universe wants me to see something, it pops up to me. So the video that I'm looking at, it says multiple streams of income. Things are about to speed up. Things could get crazy for you. All right. So I'm gonna put her because she popped up, and you look beautiful. It's me. Period. All right. So 7 of Wands. That was the card. It was left back, so when I picked up the deck, somehow it was left to the other side, but I ended up seeing it, so I got it, and it was still upside down. I actually was laying on the side. So I think it has something to do with the last reading that I did that said something about somebody admitting defeat, okay? So then it was talking about things speeding up for you. So, all right, whatever's happening right now. So we're going to put my baby girl on pause, you know, because I'm going to listen to this when I'm done with y'all, or maybe in between, I don't know, because since it's here, that means that it's happening. All right, today is, and mind y'all, just so y'all know, I came to y'all, I use my real phone, so I don't even have a phone to be able to, you know, somebody tell me what's today's date. It is May 30th. May 30th, 2025. I don't even have a phone. That should let y'all know how this played out, okay? Because in my mind, I feel like I got y'all can get somebody, and not y'all per se, but period, the energy is that I feel y'all can get somebody else to do it, because some people are doing it and all I'm hearing is a bunch of bullshit. And to me, it almost feels like if that's what the universe is putting out, and somebody would say, well, you know, oh, you still have to give your message along. Nope. I don't. I don't. The universe, and since that's what it's allowing, and it's not cleaning this shit up, it's above me, right? And so I don't have to sit, entertain, listen to, you know, the bullshit. Mind y'all, this how bad it is. And y'all know how I used to tell y'all who my favorite rapper is, and I love me some. Don't. Like right now, the frequency of that person's voice, I don't like. I don't like their voice. I don't like shit they putting out. I don't. So I don't have a favorite anything, but I do love this man though, this other man. And you know, it could be temporary because y'all know how I be feeling. They do something and piss me off and bitch. Anyway, but as of now, you know, I'm loving the vibes, okay? So last night I had the honor of sitting in a podcast. It was Billy Carson and it was Mike Rashid's podcast. I went there for him because y'all know I love me some him right now. But yeah, I'm still not digging Billy Carson. Mind y'all, this is Discernment. And, you know, I know that's his friend and yada, yada, yada. Don't know the man, never met him. But instantly, the moment, you know, a couple years ago when he, you know, showed up to me, my spirit said, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no ham. Mind you, last night, I listened, but for some reason, it was all the same shit y'all already know, right? And, you know, he may be a smart man. I'm not taking that away from him, but something about him just rubs me the wrong way. And y'all need to have some discernment, and that's just for me. Not, you know, and I ain't never been around him, and I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but the cover is giving my insides are saying it's two people. Mind you, and I ain't talking about nobody, because I ain't even come here to talk about them. The message says, because it's a group of them, and the group of them, I keep telling y'all about spirituality and things of that nature. To me, everybody is, and do what thou will, okay? The vibe is, you know this, you know that, and I keep telling y'all about these books and these studies and these fucking people. Like, they keep handing people information, and then they like regurgitate this, put this out, regurgitate this information and put it out to the masses. Meanwhile, it's always a fucking lie. It be lies. And then the people that, you know, come and give us the lies be our own people that we think that we can trust. And, you know, and again, not talking about nobody, everybody can do what they want. Just for me, I don't feel like I would sit and listen to him too much. You know what I'm saying? But Mike Rashid, I can listen to him all day for now. Okay? Because again, I listened to Kevin Gates at one point in time. Can't stand nothing that he says. Like, everything that comes off that man's tongue is disgusting to me. Because literally, like, what the fuck happened to you? How you go from this to this? Like, you know, I ain't judging. But at the end of the day gonna end, and a motherfucker will, you know, I'm blessed because I have this, that, and the third. Good. But the end time and the tale of what's really gonna happen is the final say. The final say. And you know, these are the I am God men. You know, I get it. You know, we were created in the image, and I agree. You know, you have the spirit of. But that don't take away from the fact that you're not going to tell me that God does not exist. So nobody said that, and, you know, whatever. Again, didn't come here for that. I came here because I was mopping my fucking floor, and I was trying to stay away from here because my spirit is on high alert right now. My spirit is telling me what they focus on, no ma'am, you should not focus on. And what I heard was, it said don't trust them, right? But I heard that the men are about to get some, you know, a rude awakening. Because everybody is doing, you know, the popular thing, the cool thing, that, you know, oh, we research and we history, we da 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 da, but nobody has no discernment. Where's the discernment in some of these situations? Because, you know, I can hear the talking. I can hear the, you know, oh, we got it together. We done regurgitated this 1,000,006 times, so we got it together. And I can, you know, point it down, pinpoint it, da 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 da. Meanwhile, back at band camp, we got spiritualists like Terrence Howard coming out with different mathematics or different forms of this is how, you know, but as long as these people, and I don't have nothing against white people, just so y'all know. But if y'all keep being the common denominator in some of the issues, and then the other part that I can't wrap my head around is it's always the fight the power, the da 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 da, this type of dude. And I hope y'all ain't all in my they over there because I got shorts on and legs. Anyway, y'all YouTube, what the fuck? Let me get over here because I need to know what y'all can see. Because anyway, the message says Pisces don't trust them, right? But there was something else that was supposed to go along with it in the process. I'll put it in a minute. They was talking to the women, like, and the men, I guess, too, because, there shall be some that shall hear, apparently. Now, one of the things that I have been being worked on with is the angry black person, the y'all are savages, this, that, and the third. And again, I ain't, picking a side on a race that, well, hold on, I'm always gonna pick a side. It's gonna be this one because I'm gonna be black every time I come here. And that's one of the things I said to the universe. I don't give a fuck how many times you want me to come here. If I gotta come here, I'm gonna be black every time, period. Because, it's my genetic, it's my code, right? I woke up from a dream and the last thing I heard upon waking is they are robbing you blind. Listen, the men right now are about to get a rude awakening. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. But y'all got to be like one of the stupidest species ever in life. Like, y'all talk about the women and how y'all women be distracted by shiny, this, that, and the third. Y'all the same exact fucking way. Y'all the same exact fucking way. It takes one to know one. And again, I love y'all, right? And I love all the people. The women, the men, the this, the that, and the third. And again, I don't want to say shit to y'all. Just so y'all know, this is how bad I don't want to say shit to y'all. I was mopping my floor. And I keep getting the same message over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. To the tune of, now I'm sitting in front of y'all, giving y'all a message. But calling you a savage when meanwhile these people keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And not for nothing, 11 and 1. So it's 11 people here, one person hit the like button, and this is the reason why I don't want to tell y'all shit. This is the reason why I be thinking that because it's something about with y'all people that don't understand. A lot of this shit that happens is because of us. It's because of us. So let's take it back to old times. Y'all remember when the kings and the queens was around and the peasants and the poor people and all that, they was out, in the alleyways, and they was out in, the taverns and things of that nature. And the king and the queen, they was taking the money from the fucking people that, didn't have shit already. Mind you, everybody learning a trade, this, that, and the third, right? Y'all remember them times? Y'all do know we never left that, right? Y'all just got better clothes. They gave y'all more tech. But if you think about it, what is happening? The person is sitting in, the house and taxing the people, taking from them. They're battling over land, which is what they did back in the day. But although they did it in a different way, they had them little, the metal things over top of their clothes, this and the third. Now they just create armies that you just wear a suit or the uniform. It's the same shit. When they saying history will repeat itself, it ain't changed. It has not changed. And at this point, y'all, and not to be, we live in the best, how they say, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times. Because it's the best of times and it's the worst of times. You can see the wonder and the glory in the world. Like when you travel and you do things that are different than what you're used to doing. You see in different cultures, different aspects of life. The world is amazing. But also, if y'all don't wake up and pay attention, we are living in a times where they brought fucking handmade dresses back. They're nice dresses, right? But meanwhile, what did I just tell y'all about the kings and the queens? They trying to take land and shit from people because now Africa is standing up on their own 2 feet and saying we're going to utilize our own resources. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. Why? Because the people are saying we rather have our own resources. Y'all want to know one of the illest things I just realized yesterday, and why the fuck did I not realize this before, right? Insurance. So you buy a house, the American dream. Let's buy a house, right? Do you know how our government has us so fucked up, right? That when you buy a house, guess what else you buy? It's an automatic piggyback on fucking insurance, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, I done paid for insurance. I done been in my house since 2015. It's 2025. That's 10 years, right? I done paid more than $2,000 a year for insurance, right? Mind you, anything that has ever happened here, the insurance tried to figure out a way not to pay it. Do you know one thing I realized on the next level up? I'm not buying fucking insurance. What I'm going to do is, and this is where you have to be very disciplined, right? Why did I not think to take that money and put it in an escrow account or just hold it, do whatever it is that I need to do for myself? And then when shit happened, you got the money on hand. It's your money. Meanwhile, the insurance is literally now, you buy a house. My mortgage when I got here was $900. Do you know my mortgage right now is $1,400 because of taxes and fucking insurance? You mean to tell me I bought a house and another nigga got a free ride on the back of the loan? I called my aunt yesterday and I said, something's not right. Why did it take me this long to even see that I should have not done that? Meanwhile, the crazy part is, right, a white man from Florida, and this is one of the men that, they say Florida's very racist, and Florida's very racist, right? But a white man from Florida, one day I told y'all about the story when I pulled up on the job, and the white man hugged me, right? Out of nowhere. And I cried because, mind you, that day in the truck, I had told God, I need a hug. Like, this is too fucking much. This shit is too much, right? Mind you, it was too much back then. With all the shit that I was going through, divorce, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 right? So I didn't even realize, oh, there's more, sister. You thought it was too much then, but there's more, right? Meanwhile, the white man tells me that he don't buy insurance. He didn't had a house before, sitting, because their house is down in, what is that? It's lower Florida off of 75, which is, what is that? That is Naples area, right? So they are used to having storms and things of that nature, right? The man said they don't buy the insurance because the insurance is $20,000, $20,000, right? And he said, if the house gets destroyed, I just rebuild it. Because how often is the house going to get destroyed? And mind you, $20,000 a year, that's probably on the low end. There is no flood damage, right? There is no flood insurance on this shit, because in that area, they know it's going to flood. So, of course, the insurance don't want to do the shit that they know is going to happen, right? Why did I not correlate he was giving me gems even at that time? Because he said 10 years. 10 years, that's $100,000. He said he could just rebuild the house itself. Mind you, how often, because, the area gets hit, but it don't get hit enough for anybody to pay that amount of insurance. And that's what he told me. He said him and his friends, they don't pay the insurance. Mind you, all of these motherfuckers are rich. Rich. Because they already know it's a fucking scam. And not for nothing, right? And I don't know if I should tell this story, but I don't think she would care, right? So my aunt, for instance, just found out she's been paying on insurance for, all these years. My cousin is now 40-something years old, right? My aunt been paying on insurance since the day that my cousin came into this realm, right? 40 years. They canceled the insurance because the policy was 30 years, so they canceled the policy. If it was not for her calling the insurance commissioner, they would not have even wanted to give her back some of that money But they never even told her. They just started trying to reprogram the system to now put her on a different plan. So 40 years of money that went to the insurance company, that now there is no insurance, right? All right. So again, what I said, hey April, thank you for being here. Octo hi, 8 hi. Thank you for being here. So this is the system that they put up. So instead of you now being, in the alleyways and the little narrow streets of, back in 1802 in the castles and this, that, and the third, when all the rich people were showing up to, the showings and what do you call them? I'm coming out, whatever the fuck that shit is. Now I gave y'all better stuff. I gave y'all better stuff so y'all would be, blind by the fact that your ass is still a fucking peasant. Meanwhile, you're still being taxed. You're still making payments on stuff that a motherfucker just woke up and said, hey, let me attach this to this. No, never mind. If nothing happens over 30, 40 years, you get any of your fucking money back. None of it. It keeps being a way to allow people to keep piggybacking off of the shit that they already set in place. So now you paying one payment for, your house or whatever else. Now you're paying another payment because, insurance, because, let me instill fear in you. If anything happens, God is not of that. God is of everything, but God is not going to say like, oh, y'all should follow, like, y'all take it however it resonates for y'all. Y'all can say how God wants to say this, that, and the third, but I know for a fact that this shit ain't supposed to be the way that it is. So now, y'all start to think, if the whole plot and the plan was to make y'all think I'm giving y'all something, ain't nothing free. Not from them. Nothing is free from them. Everything that we were given, we were already given. It was already given to us. And then somehow they made us think that it was cool to monetize it, and now, they're charging us for shit that we should have already just was able to have, right? So, now back to the savagery of a thing. Y'all are savages, right? Black people. And again, this ain't about, color. Because in my mind, I feel like we all have to, kind of come together on something. But if not for nothing, if we not going to come together, then I'm going to just have to tell y'all something else. And then I would have to stand on this, okay? And this is just pure facts. So it is us against whatever that system is doing, right? The algorithm, everything that's listening is racist. It has been programmed to keep a certain group and a certain collective of people down. Can you ascend past that? Of course we can, because we've done it before. But we have to think outside of materialism and, body shaming and things of that nature. Because, with the whole good old, Negro boys, it is wealth, beauty, no substance. And I don't give a fuck, because that's all I hear from them. And it's all, let me convince you, that I know what I'm talking about. Because if I sit in front of you and I talk good enough, guess what y'all gonna do? Start one thinking, oh, she already know this, that, and the third, and I should follow their platform, and I should do this, that, and the third. No, you should do exactly, have some fucking discernment in a situation. So it is angry black women. Angry black women. Their black women are always angry. Y'all, it's a spell. It's a spell. Because, bitch, what the fuck do I need to be happy about? Like, what did y'all do? Like, and mind you, I can be happy for being alive. I can be happy for me. But for you to tell me it's angry black women, bitch, what have you ever given me other than you now, even back in the day, told the men that we are your problem, the black men, we are the problem because we coddled them, we loved them enough that we didn't want to see them tarred and feathered. So we told them not to do some stuff and to submit, and it was our fault. Oh, because we loved y'all and we wanted to protect y'all. It's our fault that certain things happen. It was our fault, the garden, and that was weird because I heard something last night and I sent a comment, because what the person said was, Those who have ears, let them hear, right? Those who have eyes, let them see. The person said that something about the serpent talking to Eve, right? And y'all remember we went over this already when the whatever that was in the garden, it wasn't a serpent at the time. Because the punishment was for Eve to have to bear children and bleed, and for whatever that was to crawl on its belly like a serpent. So it wasn't a serpent before that, right? But we just all correlated to, the serpent energy, all right? So the spell was, you're an angry black woman. So because I don't want to be noticed or name called as an angry black woman, then I try to be very docile. Guess what? Fuck you and your name calling. If I'm an angry black woman, stop doing what you're doing that's causing me to have to check your ass, because I wasn't angry when I said it. And people mistake passion for anger. I said what I said. I wasn't angry. I walked off and, finished mopping my fucking floor. The men, y'all are savages. So because you don't want to be a savage, it's this, that, and the third. Let's not, act out in a way. Guess what? Take they fucking... Well, no, I ain't going to say that. But I said what I said. Because you're a savage, but meanwhile, as you come in your docile, because I said I name called you and I said you were a savage, and now you don't want to be a savage. Meanwhile, when I'm saying that, I got a sword behind my back. So I want you to be real nice and humble and docile, so that way when you get in a position of comfort, now I cut your... It's all a spell. It keeps being a thing. The thing that they say, oh, well, if I say this, it's going to make you not want to be that, because why would you want to be that? Whatever you say that I am, don't make me, no, never mind. But I'm protected. I'm loved. If you advance on me, you're going to get what you get. And the only way people are going to stop doing what they doing is if you, my 1 and you're 10, then either somebody going to start thinking about something and say, don't do that, like we shouldn't be doing that, or we shouldn't be working for, and they can put as many people, backing them all they want, but I can almost promise you that when it starts to be their families, they'll start to think about it a whole lot more. And at this point in time, we remember history repeats itself. Meanwhile, history is still playing itself out. I just tricked y'all into thinking that, you had a little bit more freedom than you did. I took y'all from, the gala or whatever the fuck you call them things, where y'all was blacksmithing. The people who are winning are the people that know trades and things of that nature. Oh, is it any surprise to y'all that people are resorting back to old ways? It was better. It was better. All they did was figure out a way. It's like the Apple phone, to monetize it. Oh, this phone was the best one at the time. But in 6 months, 3 months, now there's another one that's better at this time. And of course you got to have this better one because of the fact that... So I said something to a person yesterday, right? That I'm going to say to y'all. But you know what? If it probably ever gets out that I said this, it would be very controversial, and it would be very much like a person would say, that's not the way. So, but it happened. So if we're going to stand together, then we're going to stand together. But if we're going to be separate, then we're going to be separate. And that's men from women, women from men, white from black, black from white, Puerto Rican, Spanish, yada, yada, yada. So everybody better figure out where it is you want to place your loyalty and your either good or bad behavior. Because one thing that I also know is people keep saying how you wash off the good, the bad, how you bring in light. We can bring in all the light in under the sun, right? But this world is created on light and dark. Light and dark. If you have no balance, your ass is fucked. Because love and light, these bitches want to fight. Do you know what you're going to do when, they run down on you? Do you know what you're going to do? You're going to say, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that because, God don't like ugly, yada, yada, yada. By then, you talking and you're gone. So the balance in you says, they're trying to put your dark under submission. You're not going to put my dark under submission, because if you advance on me, that's your ass. That's your ass. Like, it's called fight or flight for a reason. You either stand or you run. But if I tell you it's all light, you're going to be out here trying to throw bubblegum and jelly beans, and you're going to be saying, you know, they just need a hug. We far beyond the hug stage here, okay, people? We far beyond the hug stage. Some shit is fucked up. Meanwhile, the ancestors are already wrecking havoc, because guess what? If we believe in magic, or if we believe in ancestry, or if we believe in history, or if we believe in the power, because we got fucking power, right? So if we believe in the power, we know those words that were spoken many, many, many moons ago are already activated. They're into the universe. They're into the frequency, and it's already tearing shit down, right? So how do I get rid of, and this is the danger that I'm telling y'all, that I'm warning y'all of right now. How do you get rid of the woke? How do you get rid of the woke movement? Anybody? Do I hear anybody? That means that I got to take away several different generations. Several different. So all y'all looking around, you know, looking at each other, looking at the people being sent to wherever they're being sent to. They're getting rid of your allies, right? And so just so y'all know, if I need to cancel whatever this is that y'all are doing right now, you know, collectively coming together to, you know, hey, fight the power, yada, yada, yada. It's a great, you know, movement. I got to get rid of multiple generations of y'all. So all of a sudden they're talking about the children. Like, now we need to know, we need a registration of all the autistic. We need a registration of all the this, that, and the third. Because I need for y'all, the people who are now standing on business, to not, you know, be around here talking. Because the only way I get to wipe that away is if y'all don't know nothing about it. I literally was saying, it's hieroglyphs, right? Hieroglyphs was the language, you know, or multiple different languages that was spoken way back when, right? Do y'all not find it funny how only a certain group of people are allowed to have access to certain things, and they'll say, oh, it's because of the destruction, or it could be destroyed, or it's because of da-da-da-da-da, it has to be protected, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, these people wrote in pictures, right? And they're saying it's hard to decipher this, that, or the third. But if it's already encoded in your DNA, it might not be that hard for you to decipher it if you were allowed to see it. But I'm going to hide it because I don't want all y'all knowing what it said. But, you know, y'all not going to think nothing about that, but it's like cursive writing. And I done told y'all multiple times. They took cursive writing out of the schools, right? I know how to write in cursive. My kids don't know how to write in cursive. My son didn't know how to write in cursive, my youngest, right? And so when he writes stuff, I'll be making him, even now to this day, write in cursive. Because in a good hot 50 years, right, nobody knows what cursive is. It's going to be documents. We already talked about, you know, even the Constitution and all those other things. It's written in cursive. If you don't know what it says, how are you going to know what it says? It's there and it's designed to protect you. But there's going to be documents and that come up that were written in cursive. How are they going to know what it says? It's like, and this may be, you know, not good for me to say, but I'm going to say it any fucking way because, you know, I didn't want to come here no way. I'm going to just tell y'all I was busy. So, you know, we on it, so fuck it. How do we allow for them, even while we're consciously watching, to keep trying to reset, right? So if back in the day, when they talk about, you know, ancient Kemet and things of this nature, ancient Egypt, all of these things, and us, you know, reincarnation, right? Because we the fuck woke and we here, right? For those of you. So back then we put, we were, you know, getting ourselves ready for the afterlife, right? The transition between, us passing away this vessel and then moving into the new vessel and then waking up and then, trying to move, into whatever life we were going to have then, like every time we come, right? So you wake up in the transition because now we awake. Now I'm woke and I'm here, right? And I'm realizing I don't have access to anything that belonged to me in the past, right? And so take it how it resonates for you. It could be a dream. I don't have anything that I placed in a sarcophagus or anything else. It was meant for safekeeping because, who knew we was going to wake up and, these people done moved and maneuvered and all this other shit, things around, right? And all it would take is for one of the beings, y'all, one of the entities, to go and be able to observe your shit. And then it was a document. It was a book that was left. You left yourself a document, a book, trinkets, this, that, and the third. You knew that when you came back, you needed these items, right? Meanwhile, these motherfuckers is in control of it, and these motherfuckers are telling us that we can't have our own shit back. Mind you, all it would take is for you to see it, for you to touch it, for you to... So we left a blueprint that now somebody else is controlling the blueprint. And every day we just like, okay. And this ain't just for us over here. This is for everybody. And I mean global. Like when I started doing this channel and they kept saying think bigger, they meant global. Because globally, we're fucked. And the reason why I'm saying that is this. Because, you can unfuck yourself, right? Ibrahim Traore. I love him. And the reason why I love this man is because he's giving me a whole nother mindset on how do you separate a race, a culture, right? One on this side of the world and this one on this side of the world. And you do the same exact thing to them simultaneously. Because in my mind, I'm thinking Africa has culture. Which, they have culture. We have culture too. People keep stealing it. So we do have culture. We have a little bit more than even what we give ourselves credit for, right? But the history, the ancestry. I'm listening to this man say they took the culture. And I'm saying, how the fuck is that when you would think that they have the ancestors, this, that, and the third? The same thing we feel over here, he's saying they fucking feel, and this is the reason why he's doing what he's doing. And to listen to him talk lets us know that sooner or later, we're going to have to stand for something. We definitely going to have to stand for something. And whether or not that means, whatever it means, you're already walking dead. They're trying to convince you that, the more money you have, you get to, release the system. No, the more money you have, as, a chocolate cover man or a black man or whatever the hell, brown, whatever it is, they will come for you. They will lock you the fuck up. So you're only going to get whatever it is they allow you to have. So you can build 120 years. You can build 1,000 years. But sooner or later, when they decide that you have too much, they're on your ass. Did y'all not hear Michael Jackson? Did y'all not hear Prince? These are people who, have elevated, ascended beyond, what. And then it was always the thing. Let's mesh into the culture, because guess what? In order for me to be, top of the line, fight the power, because it always amazes me how I always find out, and mind you, this has nothing to do with nothing or nobody. And again, you can love who you love, and it's all one, and it's all love. When it's all love, it's just all love. But have y'all ever noticed that the strongest, fight the power niggas always got a white something? Like, what was ingrained in your brain? Because in my mind, and this is how it goes, and you can love who you love, right? Because, I would date a white person, maybe, I don't know. Because in my mind, I feel like, and I did, but something about it makes me feel like depending upon who it is, and we can turn the world gray. We can paint the sky, whatever color it is, and we can say, oh, that's not how it is. Because I've seen some white people that will fight harder than, one of them programmed Negroes for the black culture, right? Because they know some shit is not right. But then also everybody has to understand, when we going back into history, we going back into history. It's all black. It's all black. It don't mean anything other than the fact that, why do you hate yourself and why do you hate us so much? So whoever that is, why you hate us and why do you hate yourself so much? But if something don't change as of now, if something don't change right now, oh, you definitely get ready to have to make it or break it. And all y'all people talking about, oh, we gonna run out of state, this and that, you gonna be running for the rest of your life. You bringing kids into this world, guess what? They're going to be running for the rest of their life. And I don't give a damn how light bright they are or whatever on the color spectrum. What Jay-Z said, you always still a nigga. You still going to be a nigga. So take it how it resonates for y'all. Either way, pay attention. Pay attention to the beauty. Pay attention to the beauty in the world. It's love. It's amazing. The world is a wondrous place. Do y'all hear them fucking birds outside? Like, it's beautiful around this bitch. But don't be sidetracked by the fact that there is some real shit happening in this world. And if we don't, open our eyes to take a real, picture and a real look, why does anyone hate anyone? We were born to love. Some people ain't got no love in them. Oh, this goes to another point too, because and you can love a person, but you can still not agree with what they said. Do y'all know how when everybody talks about babies coming into the world, they're innocent and this, that, and the third? All babies coming into the world ain't innocent. All babies coming into the world ain't innocent. Why? Because there are children that display, serial killer behavior when they get here. If y'all people believe in we all choose our assignment before we got here, then the evil was necessary and the evil was in that child. So there's a thing, like you see it. Kids will be outside tearing apart, animals and doing all types of weird shit, this, that, and the third. And then people will say, well, we knew he was going to be a serial killer because when he was little, he was doing this. Ain't nobody taught them that. They came into the world. They was evil incarnated. Evil incarnated. Like, you don't want to think that your child is, demon possessed, but guess what? Some of these kids ain't right. And again, I ain't judging nothing that nobody got to say. At this point, all I'm going to try, I've been trying to take myself out of the system. Like, literally, please just take me out of the system. Because whatever these fucking people's around here saying, God, let them say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all eat it up like candy. I don't care. All I know is, I just, the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm not liking, and it's almost like I can tell you the worst shit ever, and y'all gonna still say, oh, but they're such a good person. Bitch, I just said this. Like, I literally watched a person write that a person did this, right? And they said that's not what they meant. Bitch, that's what the fuck they said. Now, if they recanted it themselves, but no, they stood on it. They stood on business with it. And this is what I said. And then somebody else behind that goes, and that's not what they mean. They meant this. No. They said what they said. And they meant what they meant. Do you know what bigger means? Bigger than what? It's the low spark of high-heeled boys. Insurance is legal racketeering. Get prayed up and fight back. The devil is fighting for our souls. Anyone calling out truth is considered a savage. Anyone calling out truth, they try to bury. They try to cover up. They try to, manipulate the system in their words, and then they try to lock your ass up, because even for me saying what I'm saying right now, probably not, great for the masses, but at the end of the day going in, and I literally just tried to, like I said, I woke up with cleaning. I've been scrubbing down my whole entire fucking house. Like, all I have in my brain is right now that there's some stuff that I got to do, and I don't want to be tied to whatever this system is doing at this point in time. I don't want to be tied to the collective, because the men that are part of the spiritual collective ain't done nothing but fucked it up. They ain't done nothing but fucked it up. Because I'm going to convince you that I know everything that I know. And then meanwhile, I'm going to go get some shit that these motherfuckers wrote. And then I'm going to put it out here as the gospel. When meanwhile, again, I love Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard, he keeps showing them where it's wrong. But then what they do, they keep trying to suppress them. And then our own people. And when I say our own people, I don't mean black or white. I mean our own people, the souls, the spirits that are connected. Don't do anything. Don't say anything. You turn a blind eye. You just sit and gobble up, the information, and nobody calls nobody on nothing. Like, nobody calls anybody on anything. So they come, they teach you, all the... Y'all, let me tell y'all something. And this is how God exists in life, in real life, right? So when I was transitioning and changing into, whatever, because it's been several different changes. And if y'all been here, y'all already know. It is whenever spiritually something is happening and going on with me, because it's happening even again right now, right? I'll be talking to the universe, right? And the downloads that I get sometimes are so very clear, right? So I was wondering why, because I told God at one point in time, like, why would you send me over here with these religious people when I don't want to be a part of, that religion, right? Like, I'm never going to fit in. I don't fit in with any of these people, right? Because I wasn't meant to. And I don't have to, right? Because they say shit and I'll be like, well, I'll tell y'all why. Anyway, so why would you send me over there? Just do what you need to do. And these are the specific rules on what you were to do, right? So I did what I was supposed to do. Mind you, I'm sitting here years later. My Quran is right there, right? Right? But I have specific instructions as to when I'm supposed to touch my Quran and with who, right? Mind you, now I'm sitting here and I just now really got the gist of why God told me that. Because the reason why, what he said was for me not to develop bad behavior. For me not to develop bad behavior. And I'm like, why would I develop bad behavior? Because this section of Muslims believe this section of Muslims believe this section of Muslims believe this. And although it's all under Islam, it's like Christianity, Pentecostal, what the hell's the other one? I want to say Air Possible, that's the store. Y'all know, Baptist, you know what I'm saying? Different sections of the same, so-called religion, and everybody does their own thing. But God told me, this is going to be special. I don't want you to develop bad behavior. So when you go into training, you will go into training this way. Mind you, I done followed the guidelines the whole entire time, and I never understood until now why God told me that. But, in some people's brain, and not to say that they would say, was it right or was it wrong? I'm sure that the person that God told me to do it for will appreciate it. Because when they start teaching me, they don't have bad habits to break. All they have is a clean slate. And apparently that's how, maybe they know that God sent that for them. You see what I'm saying? Stay away from organized religion. Your relationship with God is personal. And that's a fact. So based off of this, don't trust them. And y'all men, literally, they literally were talking about the men. Don't trust them. And so, men, I don't know what y'all are doing or why y'all are doing it or how y'all are doing it, but something is triggering in the universe right now that is basically with y'all. Because, again, I don't know whether or not y'all realize it or not, especially the entertainers and this, that, and the third, all the people who, have podcasts and, are famous and y'all, whatever the fuck y'all think y'all are. Some of y'all are not necessary and not needed to the system. So being complacent at this moment in time is going to definitely get y'all wiped out. And at this point, I feel like the women are a stronger bunch and a stronger group only because they said we're going to sit it out. But almost, have y'all ever noticed one of the other things that I want to say to y'all before I get off here? Y'all ever notice how black women, and it's been, documented and recorded, black women are the most hated and, unloved, most treated harshly uh, group on the planet, right? But meanwhile, the racists will get us to, feed their children from our titties. They will get us to watch their children, raise them. Like, how the fuck do you get somebody that you call the lowest class to raise your fucking kids? The black men, every time they start fucking with the other people and all of a sudden they, go do whatever it is they doing and now they get fucked up behind it, you know who they run back to try to get us to help? Remember the man said that he would rather mess with a dog before he laid down with a black woman, and that woman killed him, and then all of a sudden his family decided they wanted to run to the black women to now, get some help. We not helping you. Have y'all ever noticed that the white women will tell their children, if you get lost, find you a black woman? The white men stay wanting to touch them buns, but yet everybody keeps acting as if the black woman is... It's great to be an angry black woman when it's necessary for them, or when it's utilized by them. And I don't mean them as, again, it is, if you fit into that category, if the shoe fit, then shit. So I'm far from, good morning, Sejil. Hi, welcome. I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm far from, wanting to separate anybody or anything. But what I do know and what I do deem to be necessary, pay attention. And I don't give a damn what history you come from, what culture you come from, what race you come from, what ethnicity you come from, even if you a white person and you one of them dirty whites, because dirty whites, you live in a trailer park. Dirty whites, you get assistance. Dirty whites, you don't fit into, you got, $1 million or more in your bank account, y'all, okay? Whether or not you live in a great house and you got 20 cars and you still dirty white to these people and you still are expendable to these people. So at some point in time, we have to understand that history was rewritten for us all. It wasn't just rewritten for the black people, for us to be thinking, hey, Asha, for us to be thinking one way or the other way. History was rewritten for everybody. Everybody fell under the illusion of something. And again, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for anything. And now is not the time to be playing the games, okay? It's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a great time to be in the universe. It's a great time to manifest. It's a great time to change the outcome. It's a great time to stand up for something. A person that you never thought that you would even stand up for. It's a great time not to be a fucking runner. Because a lot of people, we're going to run out of state to do such and such and such and such. And then your ass get to another fucking country and bitch, they drop a bomb on your ass. Ha. You ran away to die anyway. Like, at some point in time, people have to understand, like, this is not a game. You heard what Kendrick said. The revolution will be televised because these people ain't letting this shit happen the way that they think that they're about to let this happen. But meanwhile, the silence of allowing these people to keep, extraditing, deporting, and everything else, they're taking away your soldiers. They're taking away your allies. Mind you, with violating every rule under the Constitution, no due process. Meanwhile, the government, our own government, is standing by and watching this happen. Nobody is saying nothing. And then this mother sucker got the nerve to say, can't nobody stop what's about to happen next. Did y'all not feel threatened? In my mind, I laughed, but, because I was thinking the same thing. Can't nobody stop what's about to happen next? Because every time they do something, don't y'all realize that it don't ever turn out the way that it turns out? But in my mind, it's giving me heavy pause that there's people being taken away from their land that they the only land they've ever known because they were raised here, being shipped to somewhere else. Do it not remind y'all of something? It's not reminding y'all of anything that already previously happened before and that we should not be allowing to happen again? Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. But as of now, the end of the world came, and guess what? We just watched it happen. Nobody did a thing. Nobody did a thing. But yet, we got so many influencers out here in the world just, keeping y'all mindless and glued to stupidity and shit that don't fucking matter. Mind you, what pissed me off, and something else that I saw this morning, a clip, Nipsey Hussle. So apparently there's a thing that's happening, and I'm only mentioning this because Nipsey Hussle was a good dude that basically tried to change the world, but meanwhile, Nipsey Hussle got set up by a bitch. And at one point in time, Lauren London couldn't do no wrong to me, but I seen a clip this morning that pissed me off so fucking bad because soldiers like him being set up for their demise because Diddy even being black is pissing me off. Diddy being black at this moment in time, and the things that, you are enslaving your own people. But meanwhile, y'all remember how black people enslave other black people, and because black people is the ones that sold the black people, right? Y'all do know that, right? So it be your people, they enslaving, and meanwhile, I didn't realize that when they enslaved the African people, and sent them over, here or whatever they saying they did, it also enslaved them too, because now their culture is saying that even they are being mislabeled and misrepresented and being stolen from and being, blindsided and all this other stuff. So the clip was Nipsey was happy. He was, they was listening to music or whatever. He was dapping, he was clapping and dapping somebody up. He said, "I can clap all night." Puffy under his breath said, "I wouldn't." Then he looks at Lauren and says, "Oh, I crack you up, Lauren." She's laughing. Mind you, this her nigga. This her nigga, a soldier that would protect her. Like, I'm tired of y'all, discernment is a thing. Discernment is a thing. Oh, everybody out here for looks and, oh, she got a fat ass and meanwhile, she has no morals, no values, no nothing. You will die fucking with these bitches. So one of our good ones, our soldiers, got taken out because he, loved this hoe. Meanwhile, this hoe is caught up in some shit that he didn't even know, because I'm sure if he knew that, he wouldn't have never fucked with her. As beautiful as Lauren London is, people, they get them young, train them young, however it is. And now she over here giggling and laughing with Cassie ass. And the only person that was in that room that was clueless was fucking Nipsey. The only one that's not here is fucking Nipsey. And so this morning when I was having a conversation with the universe, I'm saying, I'm sick and tired. I am so sick and tired of all the good ones being dispersed and taken out of this realm because of shit like that. But yet, this is what gets pitched on social media. Oh, you got to be a light braid ass hoe. Oh, you got to have a fat ass. Oh, you got to have a BBL. Oh, you got to do this. Oh, it lacks substance. That's why y'all gonna get exactly what the fuck is, meant for shit like that. Keep it up. Y'all look cute doing it. But I feel bad for him because, all the shit that they say, how good he was and all the things that he was doing for his community, and this nigga got set up by his own fucking bitch. Have the day y'all deserve.